Man, we have started off on a great note this morning, great note for the week. And hopefully this is something that continues as the day progresses, as the week progresses. Right now it's about 6:45 a.m. Central Standard Time. US money still has not woken up yet, so hopefully they follow the overnight trend. But we have something happening today that could breathe a little bit of bullish life into the market that I do want to talk about. We have something coming in 48 hours that could in fact do the same. But I also want to talk about this 1.92 trillion Shiba Inu that some people might not have been aware of. So again, if you guys haven't already, show your support for the channel down below. It's been growing like crazy, and it's all because of you guys. But what I will say right now is we're seeing a lot of green around the crypto space. And, when BTC is making some of these moves, moving up to almost 107.8, highest prices we've seen since all the way back on May 29th, that is going to bring a lot of excitement with it. Ethereum having a nice day here as well. I said that really weird. Ethereum, there we go. We are still within that trend again, stuck between those 200-day moving averages on both sides, both the SMA and the EMA. But what I will say here is very impressive is what Shiba Inu is doing. So we can see right now it is broken out of trend. It's kind of a sideways breakout out of here. But what I do want to point to is SHIB is actually building a little bit of an inverse head and shoulders here. That is a very exciting sign, and SHIB could be on the verge of a little bit of a push to the upside. All right. Now, I'm not saying that this is moon zone or anything like that, but I think a lot of people are realizing that this was the dip. This was the opportunity to accumulate. And because of that, we're starting to see the market get a little bit squirrely. All right. Seeing volume on the rise. It's a great sign. In terms of the Shiba Inu charts in general, we are bullishly crossed. Yeah, bullishly crossed on the daily stochastic RSI. We're flipping back towards neutral on the momentum. When we look at the RSI itself, we are bullish crossed there as well. And what we're waiting for is things to just catch up on the weekly side. We obviously had a couple rough weeks for SHIB, but the market has just been kind of junk in general. But what I will say here is SHIB is continuing to do what we had talked about a few days back. Remember, we talked about this retest hitting this hard floor, right? For Shiba Inu versus Ethereum. Look at what it's doing. It's doing exactly what it did in the summer of 2024, right? This retest of this trend right here. You guys can see that when we got the breach, we got quick wicks back up, breach, quick wick back up, breach, quick wick back up. And right now, SHIB is doing that. We had the breach, wick back up, breach, wick back up. Right now, we are below this, but what I would probably expect then is a wick back up. Not saying that's going to happen for sure, but what we've seen during this time is, again, a lot of accumulation and hoarding and removal of supply from exchanges and stuff that we've talked about at a nauseating level that seems to annoy people and piss them off for whatever reason. But this is exactly why people are missing what's happening in the market. In fact, just over the last 24 hours, we had 1.92 trillion SHIB accumulated by large holders. It's a pretty substantial amount, and that is a really good start to June. June, again, is on pace right now, I think, to be one of the larger months we've seen here in 2025. And if you guys haven't noticed, this is a very recurring theme. It seems like the deeper we're getting into the year, the faster the whales are accumulating, the more supply they're gobbling up. They're taking advantage of all the retail capitulation. They understand where the market wants to head and what Shiba Inu does when times are exciting in the market. They haven't been exciting as of late. I can acknowledge that they've been kind of dog shit. Okay. That's the best way to describe it. Retail excitement has been at some exhausting lows. We have not gotten into adoption yet. We haven't really had a true meme season. There's a couple times where it looked like we were getting into one, and SHIB had obviously some nice pops along with everything else. But then the retail PTSD, like I talked about in my video yesterday that you guys should check out if you haven't, it's my video from out in the field. The retail PTSD has been very present, and it has caused a lot of this, we'll call it distress in the market. It's what's caused us to, just kind of putz around and not really make any of these big extensions. But here's the thing. There's only so much supply to go around. There's only so many people that are willing to capitulate. Yes, we've dealt with a little bit of longer term capitulation in here, but if you haven't noticed, things are starting to feel just a little bit different. Now, what I will say is that we're still kind of in this neutral range in terms of the fear greed index. Haven't really gotten out of that range. That's exactly where we want to be. Shiba Inu right now is still sitting at number 19, technically number 17 in the crypto market, back above $100 million in daily trading volume. It's like we talked about, when SHIB tends to fall down to those low ranges of volume, they tend to precede some of these moves across the space. Maybe today and this week could in fact be one of them. Now, today, sorry, I forgot forgot about where we were headed with this video. Today, there are in fact trade talks going on in London between the US and China. That could breathe a little bit of excitement into the crypto market. And on Wednesday, in just 48 hours, about 48 hours from now, we actually have the CPI report for the week, or for this last month. And that is a big deal because the last several CPI reports have been good for the market. They have, in fact, pumped the market. So if we get going on a little bit of a green note to begin this week, and we get some good news from the trade talks between the US and China that is, in fact, echoed by both sides, you could see the market get lively. We could get into Wednesday. We could get a good CPI report that could make the market move even faster. And we could be talking about the next leg. But understand that, we can't deal with retail PTSD. We need to have momentum. People need to not capitulate. There are certain things that need to occur for us to see this extension and move to the upside. So that's all I got for you guys in this video, but I'm excited. I'm happy with what we're seeing. We're seeing, again, SHIB fundamentals remain strong. In fact, the next SHIB video I have for you guys is going to be pretty eye-opening what's been happening at this time, and I think you guys are going to enjoy it. But I appreciate you as always. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.